It sound right, boy. It sound right, boy. It sound right, boy.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Paperman back with a banger man sitting here with Janie Schmanny on the Comfort Level Podcast at WCMD Media. This is what we do.
Hold up. We are now called the Comfort Level Back with Banger Podcast. We got to get used to that. We're going to have a rebranding. How y'all doing, folks? We got a good guest coming up for y'all today. His name is CHRISTAWN. Okay, yes, he sings hip-hop music. You know, none of that degrading shit. You know what I mean? For the culture, all right? So this guy we got, he'll be here in a few minutes. It is News Trash Thursday. Not that I have any news trash, but I do have some news. Yeah, I didn't feel like trashing nobody, which I could trash a lot.
You know you can trash a lot of people.
I can trash. But I got some news. Tomorrow Meek's dropping, okay? Tomorrow that new album is coming out.
Oh yeah.
Meek is dropping, yes. So I'm waiting. I'm gonna be up all night waiting on that joint. Y'all, everybody knows I like Meek, right? I was jamming, like I heard Levels today, and I was like, I ain't heard Levels in so long. Like I knew the people was looking at me going down the street, hollering his Levels to this shit. Lord, oh, you don't even know. How you been?
I'm all right, man. I'm hanging in there. I just came back. I'm all dingleberried up and all that.
What do you mean dingleberry? Do you know what a dingleberry is?
Yes,
Now that's some odd news right here. No, he don't know what a dingleberry is. What the hell are you talking about, man?
A dingleberry is one of those little small things and they little cherry things, and they turn purple when you.
No.
Yes, they are. Dingleberry. You don't know what a dingleberry is?
Boo. Y'all get in the comments and tell this co-host over here what a dingleberry is. Let me see if anybody's in the comments.
Oh, I know what dingleberry you talking about. You talking about the little spike things. Little spike things.
Shitty hands hanging on your little asshole.
No.
That's what a dingleberry is,
Oh shit! Oh, you
Yeah.
talking about the?
Yeah, you talking about you got
The shit. No.
Yeah, you know this the remnants. You know when you don't wash your
So I
butt
just said I
after,
had shit.
you know, yeah, you just said
I
that.
believe it. I got shit all over.
He gonna retract that. Y'all know redneck.
Yeah, well, I was
What's going
playing-
on, Street Cred Records?
Yo, what up? What up? What
Yeah,
up? What up?
that's right. That's right. The Dookie hanging.
Oh man.
He said Dookie hanging. That's right. That's what it is. It's Dookie hanging right there. Your Street Cred Records all the way from
Oh,
South
it's,
Carolina is in the building. Y'all.
It was
Yeah,
the
he's in the
backyard
chat room.
marijuana that got me thinking like
Yeah.
that. All right,
That's
so
some stuff
yeah.
right there, Dingleberry.
Nah.
That's crazy.
Nah, but I went to go appraise
Yeah.
to appraise something today, you know. So that's what I did. You know.
So what is it? Blackberries or something?
Yeah, it's blackberries. Got all over me. Some weeds that was growing in between the Christmas trees, growing real high, so I had to take them out. I'm putting together a garden for somebody for which y'all want to, if y'all want to know what's going on. I'm putting together a garden. It's going to be real nice. You know, it's going to be able to last throughout the winter and stuff like that. So I have year round and food and stuff like that. So it's going to bring opportunity for people to. If we go on a shutdown, we'd be able to make some money. You know what I mean?
That's right. And you got to get access, America. Access, okay? We got the tablets going on. You only can get on through me. They're not coming from WCMD. They're here because I'm here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But I represent WCMD Media. What we do, we're a community-based promotional platform exposing our voices to bring awareness to brands created by the people for the people. These laptops just happen to come from your president, Obama, and the government of the United States for low-income people to make sure that they have Wi-Fi.
Facts.
Okay, and you have to have something to use the Wi-Fi on. Okay, so we're using our voices. We're sharing truth, creativity, and encouragement with our guests and our listeners to nurture, to heal, and to inspire them in hopes and effort to make the world a better and more empathetic place.
Yeah, I mean, here at WCMD Media and Dare Academy, we are becoming a part of the spotlight for the county of Camden. You know what I'm saying? To build and enhance the quality of lives by bringing awareness to outlets, programs, and self-help. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? We're reaching out. So our guests range from city/council, business officials, you know what I'm saying? Independent entrepreneurs, the mainstream music artists, and creators. You feel what I'm saying? We're also bringing independent music, not to mention great visuals from our surrounding cities and areas that support our city either directly or indirectly.
So today, our guest is going to be President and CEO at Titus Production LLC, which is CHRISTAWN. CHRISTAWN, he's
CHRISTAWN,
coming. He's
okay.
militant hip hop.
Okay.
He's worked with Walla, Nas, and he had Buster, Jadakiss, Fat Joe, and a lot of others. We're not going to tell everything. We're going to let him come in and tell it. So he's on his way. We're waiting for him right now. You know what I mean? So you can catch him at Titus Productions LLC.com. We'll be posting that up shortly. So, he's sort of a motivational speaker, a philanthropist, and everything, He also got a couple songs. I gotta find that because I don't even have it. I don't have that there. There's a sneak peek. Let me find that. See if I can find it. I ain't purchased. Play it over here. You don't have to put it in. All right. So what we got? Got any bangers or whatever? You know how we do. We're always back with a banger.
So yeah. We definitely got a banger coming up, a sneak peek. I want to let y'all know it's something in the making. You feel what I'm saying? It's about to happen. This thing about to be real nice. You feel what I'm saying? And
What's that? With Street Cred?
Yeah, you know that. You know that.
right?
And I got some other shit in the tuck, but I ain't gonna say nothing about that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that street cred joint gonna be nice, man. With them beats. Man, that beat is crazy, man. So we got something happening, man. That's gonna be dope, real dope, and it's coming soon. But we about to hit y'all with a banger real quick. You feel what I'm saying? About to hit y'all with a banger. And I gotta start off. Gotta start off with this song. You feel what I'm saying? Cause this shout outs to my cousin Kino. You feel me? Like she been really doing her thing, man. Like, she been really doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I always like to give props where props is due. You feel what I'm saying? So y'all check this joint out, Dolo, baby. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? By Kino Kills.
Every time I go out, show out, you know that I'm dolo. If I got my wolves out, no doubt, you know they don't come on. I've been spitting flaming, like bitch, I'm a flamethrower. Niggas talking heavy, like they gonna check it. That shit is not broke. Every time I go out, show out, you know that I'm dolo. If I got my wolves out, no doubt, you know they don't come on. I've been spitting flaming, like bitch, I'm a flamethrower. Niggas talking heavy, like they gonna check it, but that shit is not broke. Diamonds on me, my heart froze. Someone please turn the heater on. Dolo, it's no at a fool. Talking heavy like it's 22. Hooligans with me since day uno. We might take off like a day sooner. Told them come in through the back door, cause they might get goofy and meet the Ruger. Every time I go out, show out, I swear I'm gonna come shit. That don't push me to the edge. Over some bread, you know I'm gonna stomp shit. I put that fan they off, cause I kept it rough in the store. Check the pieces to a car. Try run up if you want. I was the one that told them to get it in bag and flip it in sacks. I even told it to them twice and they never listened. And that shit is tragic. I was the one that told them to get it in bag and flip it in sacks. I even told it to them twice and they never listened. And that shit is tragic. Every time I go out, show out, you know that I'm dolo. If I got my wolves out, no doubt, you know they don't come home. I've been spitting flaming, like bitch, I'm a flamethrower. Niggas talking heavy, like they gonna check it, that shit is not broke. Every time I go out, show out, you know that I'm dolo. If I got my wolves out, no doubt, you know they don't come home. I've been spitting flaming, like bitch, I'm a flamethrower. Niggas talking heavy, like they gonna check it, that shit is not broke.
It was me and Kills, we was in the wood, planning, plotting how to make a meal. Self-made, don't need a deal. Smokers hit me cause I need a thrill. I don't sip lean, I don't pop pills. Netflix, I do not chill. I hit your bitch with this top drill. She come hard when I sit still. If I'm dolo, I got the heater on me. iPhone like the beeper on me. The whirlpool got the reaper on me. I seeing clearly cause I see the phone. I'm feeling like Tony. Yeah, nigga, I'm great. Nigga, I'm straight. My nigga just starving. I heard that you eating me when I hot plate.
Every time I go out, show out, you know that I'm dolo. If I got my wolves out, no doubt, you know they'll come home. I've been spitting flaming, like bitch, I'm a flamethrower. Niggas talking heavy, like they gonna check it, but that shit is not broke. Every time I go out, show out, you know that I'm dolo. If I got my wolves out, no doubt, you know they'll come home. I've been spitting flaming, like bitch, I'm a flamethrower. Niggas talking heavy, like they gonna check it, but that shit is no go.
All right. That was the hot news, upcoming shit by Papers and his cuz Kino Beats. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna try to get this in here as our guest comes in. We're gonna do a little video. All right. So let's get with that. This is Born Winner Fresh.
I think they let me see the faces looking like they know I'm women screaming I'm the older young what you need, what you want. I've been down this road before, this business with the family, wanna mess with me. I know how to make you break and take it, I'm the one to make a couple super washes, kill that pussy, kill these rappers, I plead guilty, they deserve it. I think they like they let them started getting money, niggas started same niggas, name is screaming on the they should be glad to see a nigga make a make. I think they like they let them started getting money, niggas started same niggas, name is screaming on the they should be glad to see a nigga make a make. Done came a long way, used to move A's till I flip over, now I'm moving P's, music to my edge, my hand on keys. I be like, you know my name, talk my side, when I talk my slang, when I shoot my shot, get shot, I'm calling shots, you calling, you're not the same. I pop up, you run and drop, nigga, I don't give a fuck what you niggas talking about. You ain't really riding, you ain't really riding about it. My M's good knowledge, the other chicks cry about it. I think they like they let it started getting money, niggas started same niggas screaming on the they should be glad to see a nigga make a make. I think they like they let it started getting money, niggas started same niggas screaming on the they should be glad to see a nigga make a make. You can like sucker, motherfucker. I don't give no to piss on you if you ain't 911 can't save you, 911 let's plane. I just told myself to save yourself, cause I can't wait. I just fucked up and kicked out, this ain't the place. I pop up a boom like where he went, oh we always all his all around me, just in case he try to be fat. I'm gon' shoot like switch behind the line, easy three. I think they like they let him started getting money, started same niggas screaming on the they should be glad to see a nigga make a make. I think they like they let him started getting money, started same niggas screaming on the they should be glad to see a nigga make a make.
Better broke. That was a shot guy by Born Winter Fresh and produced out by Street Cred Records. That was what's up. Yeah, that was hot. How you like that? We coming up, we got Titus Production LLC with CHRISTAWN in the building. Papers went out to greet the guests. Let me see what I can do here with some video we can run. They're on the way in, so I'm gonna pull his name up. Y'all bear with me. As you know how people, they kicking it. Have mercy. Here we go.
Hey, Queen, how you doing?
How are you guys?
Wow, I think I lost.
Yo, guess you could say this a W for the hood. Where we can be at our lowest, still call it good. McGovern banking from nothing, I feel like Suge. Been real, how something so clear, so misunderstood. Cardi flake, streets with no respect. Could make you stand off with the cautious of who you trust. My brother died, he was steaming, they kept it licked. And demons, they see me flip, sprayed him and cleaned him quick. They flick my main switch, my brain click. Keep no dudes around me, except the couple roads I came with. Read the news about us, we gon' stick until the grave stiff. And don't assume we not gon' hustle like we work a slave ship. It's for everybody we lost, man. Some of the teams still in the trenches. And every other day, I'm hearing R.I.P. Have mercy on me. Have mercy. Can I set my live? I'm falling, yeah. Have mercy on me. Cause I'm falling, yeah. Have mercy on me. I'm falling. Lord, please have mercy. You know I could have died in these streets, put under earth's feet. Made them women cry. To this day, they still curse me. They want me to fry. They call heart, got the worst beats. Why I'm so despised, earth is foul. Stuck run killers wild. West up in the project. So now, Lord, kill them down. Grandma got my blicky while she walking to the store. Smell the aroma of some gun smoke while stepping out the door. Back in the day, I read up. Fucking keep amazing how my friend died. So young, when reapers at the tear, death and fear, nothing safe but God protect me, that's my prayer. Cause I'm surrounded by some haters trying to race me out of here. You gotta see it. Have mercy on me. Cause I'm falling, yeah. Have mercy on me. Cause I'm falling. Check, I came out the wall, all directions pointing doom. Set for death, but I'm confused. You left y'all put me in a tomb. Rose from the cracks of concrete, from off the streets of gloom. Homicide, they stop heartbeats. They quiet, singing tune. The preacher man, he say, show love, but all I see is wolves. Showing teeth, serving dirt beans and back alleys. They gone, laughs is gone. Every day, God give me breath to carry on. Got some pain, but yo, my heart too tough. Strong in the morning, please hold me up. Have mercy on me, cause I'm falling.
All right, and we're back. And in the building, we have Titus.
What up, y'all? You know who it is, your boy Jaden Kiss, you know what I mean?
That's your boy. Hold on. You're moving too fast. CHRISTAWN in the building. Titus Production, our guy Sal. Yeah. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Welcome, CHRISTAWN.
Thank you very much.
Glad that you can come and have an interview here with us at WCMD. Papers adjusting the camera, trying to get us all in here. We got it. You know, the little Instagram. Okay. I gave him a salute earlier. I don't have to be seen. As long as y'all know he's in the building.
If I had some juice on my phone, we would be going live with Vigo, and I got crazy followers on there. But I ain't got no time on there. But how y'all doing, man?
Good.
How y'all doing, man? That's good that y'all brothers could come out. You know what I'm saying, and bless the the station or whatnot with your presence and everything like that, and bring what's real and talk about your story and and things of that nature, man.
Definitely.
It's always good to see black guys doing their thing, man.
It's the movement for me. It is all about what you bring to the culture. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I'm gonna just get deep down in it and say, I do love myself some hip hop. Love it. Singing it, dancing to it, and everything. But I know good and damn well that I'm being disrespected.
Yeah, right.
I don't like when the kids stuff is singing it, and I know what the real lyrics is saying when they bleeping them out on FM radio and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's hard to watch it, you know, especially when you have a kid who's like 6 years old, and they in detail going in on what, you know, sexual with the little girl at that age.
Yeah,
You know, when I was at
and
that
they don't
age,
even
you
know what they're singing.
They don't even exactly.
They don't know,
and that's the whole point. You know, they have no idea what they're talking about. And so I mean, like with my music, I wanted to make sure that I didn't do anything to poison. You know, I mean, I started in secular hip hop, recording out of Philly, and while I was running the street, and I seen what hip hop does to a community. I seen.
Is that where you're from?
Philly, no. But I mean, I used to
know where you're from.
Grew up in Camden, New Jersey. Yeah, you know, all day. But I seen the damage what it was doing, because if you look at a kid, all they're talking about is a hip hop artist.
That's it.
Hip hop is the biggest genre of music by far. Right now, it's sprinted off into the sunset, and we are the voice. You can't go anywhere and look and not see a hip hop artist somewhere representing something, you know. But
you heard it.
You know what I mean? This where it's at.
That's
real.
That's where the messages is coming from. That's what's designing your children today.
Yeah.
Right.
The music.
Right.
Okay.
So that's why
not just hip hop, R&B, you know, even gospel music. No matter what it is, it's music. The music gets into the soul quicker than and the brain than anything else. Than studying the textbook.
Yeah, right. Definitely.
Facts.
Sure.
Because, you know, but we got to, as rappers and stuff like that and innovators, we had to change the narrative, you feel what I'm saying, yes, to bring, you know, awareness. Because you can make a fly song that can make sense. Because I do it. You feel what I'm saying? You do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why these people can't do it? Because the bubble gum down stuff was making them money, because they polluting our hood. They know that this is going to tear us down. So they like, no, keep them on that so we could distract them. You know what I'm saying? So what's your feedback on that?
May I comment on
that? Yes, absolutely.
My feedback on that is this. If we do the history on the culture of rap, right, we realize that when it started off, even if we go all the way back to the last poets, yes, and that's been talking before a lot of y'all time. They was always true to our community in their rap. Yes. It wasn't the motivation of rap wasn't just about delivering slick lyrics and all that. It was about giving a message of upliftment. Now
the revolution won't be televised.
It will be live. And how we see right now is live.
It's live.
Because even in the industry, the reason to answer the question about what he was saying about it's what they want to feed our community. For as long as you keep people ignorant, then they ain't got no future.
Right.
That's it.
Once you give them knowledge, even through the music, even our love songs of the 60s and the 70s and stuff like that, had a message in the music.
Yep, and that's why we're here.
Right, but we don't want a negative message. Right, we don't want a negative message. We want to deliver a message that's going to help to undo the damage that's been done with the culture and in the genre.
Facts.
And I see, as I support CHRISTAWN, it's because I realize that he's true to himself and true to the culture as when it was started. You feel me?
Real.
I don't say your name again, brother.
Saeed.
Saeed. I don't know Brother Saeed, but Brother Saeed say he's a rapper. But the first thing I think that a person in the industry should do as an artist, I'm not an artist, I'm never been a rapper, is though stay true to yourself. Not what others is doing, but deliver your message and your music in the fashion in which that you know is best for you to do, at the same time respecting yourself and those you're trying to deliver the message to. Like the sister said about, I don't listen to too much of the rap of today or songs that disrespect female, because I have 8 daughters of my own. So I'm not gonna go around listening to the stuff that degrading women.
I got all girls too.
Right. So I'm not
3 daughters and 4 granddaughters.
Well, I have 2 sons, but my daughters are the majority, and see, God gave me them because He gave the right men the right children. And it takes females to raise the nation. You know what I mean? That's who make our nation. So I don't want anything that's advocating them as BIs and H's and all those things, because how can I accept that? And then I must be able to accept you approaching my child with that. And that is totally unacceptable. So like I said, in the industry, the real reason that we need to focus on the music and the lyrics in this industry is because, like in anything else in capitalist society, America,
right,
this music can be our savior or it can be our destruction.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, it's being to our detriment.
Y'all hear this? Y'all hear these gems?
He's dropping them.
Y'all
That's
hear
how he's
these
dropping
gems?
on me all day like that,
Oh,
man.
wow.
And for you to have that type of knowledge, that type of reputable man behind you, you feel what I'm saying, that can actually articulate and produce, you know what I'm saying, this stuff in your head, it has to make a difference for you to, you know, drop, you know, powerful music. Don't you think so?
Yeah, this man right here is one of a kind.
Tell us how y'all got started. Who started this whole Titus production? And
Titus production was started by my father,
Right.
Who passed away in 2015.
Mm-hmm.
He put the business mindset into me and my brother to create our own, kind of stand on our own two out here and be our own entity. So that was started in 2003. And we just kept on, we kind of, you know, fell off and stopped doing it for a while, you know, and then picked it back up in 2012, and we've been running it. You know, my brother, my younger brother, he got an album that he's working on too. So this is a label. This is a whole movement,
right?
You know, right. This is more than my album. You know, what my album is going, I believe it's going to do very well. But I want people to get behind me so we can push this thing, and it could be a force against what we, you know, what we hearing. Mm-hmm. Because at the end of the day, if we don't push this type of music, you know, like Uncle saying, it's going to be a demise. Or, you know, to a benefit, but in this case, it's going to be a demise.
Right. I kind of think that it might help contribute to ending some of the gun violence in Philadelphia and surrounding areas and stuff. You know, if the message is put out through music, because they're not hearing us walking up and down the street saying now. Right. You know what I mean? They don't want to hear that. Come on out and do this with us. They just want to stay in the house and be safe.
Yes.
Listening to the radio.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
Yep. No, I get that. I get that totally. You know what I mean? But we have to be the impact. We have to, you know what I'm saying, do it. So the journey is set for us to do it. You feel what I'm saying? So with that pressure being on your back, what type of mood does that set you in?
I mean, it set me in soldier mood. You know what I mean? Like it just get me to that point. You know, where it's just like I'm tired. You know, right. I'm just sick of it.
It is.
And you know, it's seriously a war. Right. You know what I mean? When children are dying, you know what I mean? It's different when children are losing their lives. Mm-hmm. And I'm talking about at an extent that we ain't never seen. Like I never seen kids die in hip hop like I've ever seen before. Yeah. I mean, come on, like how many people?
Like left and right.
Left and right. Every time you look, and it's like, what is behind it? Like what's pushing this mentality?
The motivation.
Yeah, what's the motivation behind this?
Behind it is that we're not doing the right things.
Nah, we're not, and we're
not using it right.
We ain't feeding each other.
I mean, you have a tool,
right?
It's a tool.
Every other race, every other person, they can help out their own race.
Mechanic wipes
but we're the only race that just lacks in that. You know what I mean? Yes. Like we lack at that. Like, and it's like it's crazy. Oh my God, it's sad. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because if we stay united and fluctuated our money and built resources and foundations where though we had corners and blocks and we got our own corner stores, like you know what I mean? Like, come on, like we can't be in distribution. We already in distribution.
Yeah, because we the greatest consumers that we know.
Right. You feel what I'm saying?
When we're gonna be producers for ourselves, and then help to set a foundation of a legacy for the children. See, for the most part, if you close to 50 or whatever, right, your life is moving into that next cycle where you should have been laid something for those who come after you.
Exactly.
In this day and time, we don't see enough being laid down for those who's coming after us. And that's not only in the economic field, but in terms of education, housing, everything, we're not leaving our children anything. The city is being taken back, and you see the people who once fled from here is now coming back.
You see that?
So-
You can't even bury
And
your
then they're
kinfolk.
isolating us because they're gonna make our downtown into basically an off limit if you don't have no real purpose for being down there to those who was born and raised there.
Yo, that should look like a popular treehouse. I swear to God, like a modern day treehouse. I went and I rode up. I was riding down South Street, and I was coming down the first part of South Street, right over the bridge. Boom, coming down. Ooh, I look over to the right. I see this banging ass complex, but I see all the way in the tuck. This shit look all decorative, all over. Like it's dog boxed in. They had all like they had a whole park down there, a little joint.
Yeah.
Then they got the best school in Philadelphia right across the street. You know what I'm saying? Where they teach them all languages from 1st to 12th grade.
Right. And I'm gonna add on and bring it right back to how this fits in to the music that we are here to promote today. Right? If a person do not have knowledge of self, right? That means if you don't know who you are, where you came from, you can definitely never know where you're headed. And our children have been disconnected from the knowledge of self.
Mm-hmm.
Even in our schools, they're not being taught about themselves.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now it's the cutoff is the civil rights movement. There ain't no in-depthness on that. There was greater things transpiring in our country for on behalf of us before then. Right? That actually superseded that after there too. So I say it is imperative for those of y'all that in this industry that's from this city to have a focus that's not only built upon being successful for yourself, but to enable you to be able to come back and try to draw on them youngers that's out there in this city. Like a lot of things, a lot of professionals in all walks of life come from this city. Very few have came back and invested in this city and give back to those who they got from. And that's why I think that y'all should be doing. New York do their thing in New York. We want to be a part of the bigger pod. You know what I mean? But at the same time, we still must remain true to ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
all
we
at the
try
same
to
time.
do,
We don't want to be in New York. We just want to be able to let them know that we are all brothers on this group.
That's right. So
And this gender shows.
If we have excuse me.
That's some powerful.
If we have to
words.
be the first ones to start the movement,
Right
here and now, we can do that. Just that's what we're here for. You know what I mean? And like what we do, we push all brands. You know what I mean? But it's gonna come to a point where some of that stuff will not even be tolerated because it's lewd. You know what I mean? It's like and you don't want to hurt nobody.
Yes.
So being a building platform, you have to put that stuff out there, or you're going to get lost in the sauce with the rest of them.
Yeah.
I don't want to go that route.
Right. We don't want to do that.
No, I don't want to go that route. I'm grateful, to learn from people that have learned from others.
Yeah.
So I know that y'all have a company, Titus helps a lot of independents and put them on the right track and different things like that. What kind of projects do you have coming up for yourself? So I know you
Project, like album project.
Yeah.
Well, album Tales from the Street will drop sometime next year. I think about
Tales from the Streets.
Yeah, so I mean, it talks about a lot about my life. It wasn't supposed to come out like that, but I just got I don't know, something took me back there. Something took me back there to that life. I guess because this gangster image is being pushed to the max. I felt like I had to let people know that I was there. I did a lot out there, but I came out and I made something positive of myself.
Right.
So I mean, it doesn't have to end bad for all these young men.
Right.
So I feel like if you give them some solid food to eat, they're gonna be healthy. You know what I mean? It's that real. So I mean, like that's why the album just had this. That's why it's the way it is. No cursing, no disrespect to women at all. I mean, that'll never be. Ain't disrespecting authorities. Ain't talking about getting drunk and high all day. Ain't talking about, and we're not talking about killing each other. Right. It's just life. It's a lot of stories, a lot of I call it life music.
A lot of them don't have no stories to tell. That's the only stories that they have to tell.
Right.
What do you do in that case, huh?
Yeah.
Y'all been in that environment for most of your life. Like what?
I mean,
Like
it's
how do
nothing
you get
can do.
away from? How do you get away from doing that? If that's how you lived, like
Is she adding on about how do you break from getting out of the life of negativity once you have been doing it for so long?
Yeah.
I'm gonna speak from personal experience. First, you must come into everybody have their moment of awareness and awakening. It must be something and some. I always put it like this: it's got to be. I find that was myself. I knew. I came to a point of awakening. I realized that I mean more to me than the negative things that I was doing. I don't like to say. People always say, "Oh, I did it for my children," but I realized that if I don't have me, I can't do anything for my children. So I did it for me in order so I may be able to do it for my children. Because I no longer wanted my children to see me out there caught up in the negativities, getting high off drugs and doing things of that nature that I do not want them to see. So therefore, who's the best example to set than me?
Mm-hmm.
good answer.
Right.
Good answer. And I just want y'all to know I'm asking questions because I'm trying to learn something about myself and what I do. So next question, y'all.
That's dope,
I
man.
say something too.
I'm telling you.
I heard you about this story.
Yeah, that was like, man, what y'all bringing is so pure. You know what I mean? Like, it's dope when you can really, you know what I'm saying, be able to talk to somebody on that level.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Get a clarity of things. You know what I'm saying? Much better. You feel what I'm saying? And most people don't have that in life. You feel what I'm saying? They have somebody that can talk like that to them all the time and change the narrative in their head and skill them to the right way.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? When you get that type of knowledge, man, you got to sink that in. You know what I'm saying? And that's good. That goes for the world out there. You know what I'm saying? Those that's listening. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's what you got to do, man. You got to soak that knowledge up. Get it while you can, because life is short. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, you're making it short.
And yeah, it's speeding. It's speeding. You feel what I'm saying? Listen, I take blame first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? For anything that I say, you know what I'm saying, it's from me first, and anything good is from Allah. You feel what I'm saying? That's how it always is. You know what I'm saying? So, man, listen, man, I thank y'all for doing this. So, what type of music? You know what I'm saying? You got something that we could play or something that we could let the people.
Right there.
Where?
Picture.
That picture right there.
Oh, right over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, click on that.
So we're gonna get into some music so we can see, you know what I'm saying, where it's at.
What is
You got to have
that's,
it on it?
that's the Tales from the Street.
think she
Let
had
him
the lighter
introduce
with
that.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull
Tales
it
from
up.
the Street.
So tell us, all right, so Tales from the Street, tell us about this specific song that and
This specific.
yeah,
specific
sorry,
song.
tell us.
It's just me, talking about what I was doing. Out there, just
So you was
just
out there doing drugging and shooting people and
chasing
stuff.
bulls down, like
Doing
it's
all
just
that
a lot
stuff?
of things I was doing out there.
Because
That I survived from somehow.
These are the tales. So we gonna see how he did it. We gonna see how he
because
did it.
listen, he took me there, so I already knew what it was. Like, we about to listen to some shit, so you know what I'm saying. Paper Man back with a banger, man. You know it's in here with Christian, man. We about to get this thing popping.
I told my peace remain calm, the beef could turn them on. We see fam dying, friends go, pain above the norm. We don't know you, you ain't kinfolk. Our heart is Vietnam, where he gon' blow you cause he's schizo. His common sense is gone, black nights, black ski masks, the shoddy stash, E-class. Benzo, we was riding hard cause beef in streets had reached max. Was life or death, push fast, the gas to the metal, who I'm scared of. So
Hold on.
Dire.
Yo, that was crazy. Like, I gotta rewind. That shit was crazy. Like, I ain't even dig. Like, I ain't expect that. Like, like, yo, that was crazy.
I didn't tell you. I didn't know.
You let him know. That's good. So I can get his first.
Yo, this shit crazy.
I didn't tell you.
Yo, now I see how people feel when I be when I be on stage, cause like, yo, this crazy. I just felt like me when I'm on stage and how people feel. I just felt like that. I'm like, yo, that shit was crazy. I be wanting to be like, yo, nigga, rewind that shit. Nah, fuck that DJ. Cut that shit back. No, rewind that shit. Nigga, that shit was hot. Let me get a motherfucker. All right, here we go. Let me get an encore. Oh, Lord. This joke crazy. Yeah, I got you. This is
Until my peace remain calm, the beef could turn them on. We see fam die, friends go, pain above the norm. We don't know you, you ain't kinfolk. Our hood is Vietnam, where he gon' blow you cause he schizo. His common sense is gone. Black nights, black ski masks, the shoddy stash, E-class. Benzo, we was riding hard cause beef in streets and reach max. Was life or death, push fast, the gas to the metal. Who I'm scared of, survive wars versus the devil. I'm in rap just looking for scores I can settle in this backwards life where they want you dead before they love you. This a tale from the street. Just a tale from the street. Another tale from the street. Just a tale from the street. This life is real and don't sleep. Remember chasing, not saying. Was drunk and had the Nina on me, tripping on the street. Cause God was with him as the heat was on him. Could've laid him sleep. Left his body in the street. Where the cops they choke and beat us in the alleys till we scream. Things shake cause they bags of dope was laced with kerosene. And betting all the first shot. Broke the blood up in their veins. Ain't tucking on my name. And on my father's grave. I would never let a human put their paws on me and breathe. Breathe easy, dog. My heart is diesel hard. So the low degrees will fall with me and keep us switching guns just to match the gear we wore. Heart of a slave that was strong enough to bear the scars. I speak the truth, the truest. It's a tale from the street. Another tale from the street. Just a tale from the street. Another tale from the street. This life is real, don't sleep.
Can I play this one more time? You got some more music?
Yeah.
Y'all got some more music? Because I got a Bluetooth down there. We can hook y'all up. Y'all can hook right up to the Bluetooth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Boom.
Yeah.
I need to hear something. That shit was bananas.
He got the live on.
Yeah, yeah, a lot.
That was bananas.
Oh, shit.
You got a lot of joints in there.
Where you on YouTube? YouTube?
Yeah, you
got
YouTube. So we're gonna pull it
Do
in.
the
Pull it up on
YouTube.
YouTube.
on.
Yeah, we
So-
can definitely do that.
I saw something about ghostwriting.
Mm.
Who's doing that?
Yeah, I ghostwriter for a couple. I never put it out there like that because I'm not trying to. Yeah, I don't want because that was a contract you're not supposed to do. I can breach it.
Right.
So yeah, I fought for two major artists.
Okay. I mean, what? I mean, like, sorry, y'all, but I need an understanding on that. When you do something like that, you can't tell.
Just write a song. I mean,
I'm saying we can't discuss like, I mean, like you
No.
or is that a choice that you had that you
it was
just?
the whole. Remember when Drake and Quentin Miller?
No, I'm not asking you what you did.
Mhm.
I'm not asking that. I'm just saying it says it on your website.
Then I'm a ghostwriter.
It says ghostwriting.
Yeah, but you just can't say the person's name.
Oh no, I wasn't asking that.
But I do. I do.
Yeah, I wasn't asking that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Because I want to know. I'm like, oh, what? But you can't say it because we got one right here as well. Like we can't say that.
I got people who
do
like
that.
to use me for my
Just
writings.
to
Don't
say-
worry, right?
Yeah, it's available, yo. Bring the bag. Bring the bag. That's what he's saying.
Like Smokey Robinson did for Barry Gordy and the Motown industry in Hitsville.
Come
It's
on,
the
stop.
same thing.
Same thing.
You know what I mean?
I
Yeah,
understand.
the artist, sometimes the artist may not catch the catch.
Yeah.
And then he may have good writing in there.
It's the
But as a
bag.
performer,
Yo, the
the
way
song
he
that
was
you produce for
flowing,
him might be the song for him, and then it makes it,
Babyface.
the
Come
way
on.
the way he
Come
was
on.
flowing,
Come on.
that's
I could
just part
tell.
of music.
I got an idea.
Every
who he
song
was
is
writing
made by
for.
Babyface.
But I mean,
I was just
Or
being
every
a
song
rapper,
back then
but
was
that
made by
shit was
Lionel
hot.
Richie and
Oh,
Smokey.
yeah.
one of the
Yes.
things that
Oh, my
really
God.
helped me is
Quincy Jones.
Right.
like
Now we got DJ Khaled.
Right.
Yeah, Khaled.
Khaled, everything, he on everything. But no, I wasn't gonna ask you, who you written for. I just seen it on there and you offer it.
I offer them services to write.
Which somebody might be needing some writing. Yeah, especially with the changes is about to come about. You know what I mean?
But
After
that's why
hearing
because-
what we have to do,
yeah.
you know, you don't know how we might be jumping on this bandwagon. A lot of people, a lot of the listeners. Let's see if we got any comments.
So
And
so
see,
so when was like the first time like you started rapping and how
Daryl's
you know
here.
what I'm
He
saying?
said,
What
"What's
gave you the
up?"
drive?
What's up there?
First time I
We
started
see.
rapping, I was rapping in North Philly.
Okay.
You know, my older brother had introduced me and my little brother to a guy named Trap, and he had a record label called Trap Money Records. And he had a barber shop on the lower floor, and he had a studio upstairs. Now, right when you walk into the studio, it's a shotgun sitting next to the door. Is about 20 bags of weed. It's coke under the bed. 38 on the dash. I mean, like it's rigged up in case like he was really in it.
Right.
So I mean, like that's when we was when me and my brother first started rapping. We was really around that type of stuff. People calling up to, "Oh, throw the gun down." It was like that, you know. So we was just like, man, like this is what rapping really is. Cause that was our first time rapping. We was like, is it really this real? You know what I mean? Like, I think it's pretty real. You know what I mean? So I was like, I think it's getting no realer than this is, man. So, but that's we was with him for about 2 or 3 years. That's when we first seen that you know you really gotta.
I think rapping was like the drug dealer's pastime or whatever.
That's what I feel.
You think?
Well, yeah. Well, me, it was similar the same. Like you know, what I mean, that was my life that I lived a double life.
Right.
I was a hustler, and I ain't never tell none of my niggas I rap. None of my niggas knew I rap. I would dip and be out and go with my brothers down west and be rapping with them all the time, and we going to shows. I would never invite nobody. I go back to the block, chill, do my thing. Niggas wouldn't even know. So when I came out, it was like, you rap. I'm like, yeah, nigga, I've been rapping for a minute, nigga. I get coffee shows and all that shit. Nigga, like, the fuck is you talking about? So they was like, damn. I'm like, yeah, nigga, you never know. Like, so now I be trying to get the niggas to come down. Like, they be like, yeah, babe, we gonna come down. But they don't ever come because they like, we ain't know you was a rapper. They don't know what to expect. You know what I'm saying? So
rap and hip hop culture have such an impact and influence in all people's lives, right? To like, when you ask the question, what else did you do? Shaquille O'Neal played basketball and he rapped.
yeah.
Yes.
Which was dope. He was dope. He was a
Yeah.
dope rapper too.
Bruce
Like,
Nichols.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
So it's like, I don't know nobody, basically now, young and old, that this gender don't touch.
That's right.
You find
Some real
grandmas in the kitchen sometimes, you know what I mean, saying a few verses when they used to tell you they didn't like rap.
right. That's the truth.
Turn
that ratchet music down. Then I let grandma play. I play the music for grandma. She be like, now listen, don't play the music with the cursing and all
Yeah,
that.
right. They know the name. Don't play the Cardi B's.
I got a
Don't play the
song.
Cardi B's. And
You
what
know what I'm
is
saying?
the Nicki Minaj and Cardi B's. Your grandma said, don't play that. Play the Queen Latifah though.
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
You know,
Ladies first.
right?
Did she remember that? You feel me?
Right. You know what I mean? It's that's decent, man.
But that's how I feel like hip hop should get back to those roots.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And they slowly coming. They slowly coming. You know, you got I think Chance. You got Chance the Rapper out right now. J. Cole kind of on that kind of swag.
Yeah.
But it's coming in. You know what I mean? You know,
coming in. It's telling a little.
it's slow.
Still,
It's slow. But I mean, I'm gonna drop a bomb, real bomb. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a bomb.
Some of the R&B artists too as well stopped singing secular music.
Right.
You want to send a shout out to my guy
Yeah, they did.
Lee Logan from the from the Drifters.
Yeah.
See, he's singing gospel now. Matter of fact, while we were sitting here, I got a inbox from him. I'm trying to get him. Yeah.
Right.
So maybe about 5 or 6 years ago, I did a little A&R work for him. Now it's time for him to come and show up.
Yeah.
I mean,
Watch it, come on.
You watch it. Let's see if I can get
See,
one of
that's what
those
we do here,
videos
man.
up.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
trying to
We
make us
interview legends,
legendary,
man. You feel what I'm saying?
legendary.
So, you
Keep
know, you
this
never
thing.
know who you might bump into.
And that's what
who
we
you might
can.
connect
And
with,
that's
you
what
feel
we
what I'm saying?
consider you a legend.
Absolutely. So, you know.
Gotta be. So we got this right here. Can we play that? Don't wanna die young.
Yes.
Yeah.
You wanna introduce that?
Good message to it. That's with Jada Kiss is on that. I got Jada Kiss and Busta Rhymes and Fat Joe on this project coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
What I do? Big? Oh no, that's small. All right. Let me get this together. Here we go.
What up, y'all? You know who it is. Your boy Kiss, you know what I mean? Right now with CHRISTAWN. The name of this joint right here is Don't Wanna Die Young. Shout out to Camden, New Jersey, all my niggas out there. Let's get right into it. No, nobody wanna die young,
Another tale from the dark side where the killers roam. Dealers roll when they cross sides. Kids get hit and all, nothing for us. So we spark knives, let the beat go off. Lord bro, seen his mom die before he could talk. Rip my skin, hear my pain cry underneath the scars. Can't party cause the beef real, I'm in too deep to floss. Can't chill cause I'm in the field trying to be a boss. Brain fog so high, I never thought what it could cost. I don't wanna die young. I ain't expect to see a homicide come. I didn't think that I would die by the gun, but I wanna live. It's too late cause I'm gone. Now mama home crying till her head got a gun, cause her son is dead and for mine gone. Man, look at what they did to me, mama, I'm gone. Wish I had another chance, I ain't wanna die young. In the whip, hydroplaning in the rain. I'm just getting home. Missed call from my man 10 times on the phone. I can feel it in the air, smell the death, something wrong. Unfinished beef in the streets, cause I'm just paranoid. Hearing noise and some shadows creep. I think it's my boys playing around. How we play, we scare each other half to death. Is it them? I ain't sure. Could it be a crazy chick or just a dude trying to score? Rock a blink to going off. I don't wanna die young. I ain't expect to see a homicide come. I didn't think that I would die by the gun, but I wanna live. It's too late cause I'm gone. Now mama home crying till her head got a gun, cause her son is dead and the life of mine gone. Man, look at what they did to me, mama, I'm gone. Wish I had another chance, I ain't wanna die young.
All right. Just another one by CHRISTAWN.
Wow.
See what we got.
Wow.
All right.
The fact, yeah, you can switch it up. That's
So
nice.
tell us about that one.
It was
nice.
That song really came off of the fact that how many children or how many of the youth are dying out in the streets.
I think I played it at the right time.
I feel like that's something, as they're dying off, they notice right there they don't want to go.
Right.
I believe that with all my heart that they wish. They wish. So like it's like when they going out. So that's what that song was talking about. They were saying, I wish I had another chance. I didn't want to die. You know what I mean? And they think about it as they dying off. So I really believe it's like that. When these kids
I think
die
so
in the streets,
too, because they want their mamas. That's all. You know what I mean? You gonna call for your mom.
Yeah.
George Floyd called for his mother.
He called for his mom.
He called for his mother.
Yeah, that was. I mean, like it's just like that.
I know it to be true. I had a nephew recently get shot, right? And one of the things that he discussed with me afterwards was this: he's like, I'm not afraid to defend myself, fight, things like that. He said, but I don't want to die.
Right.
He's only 23.
Yeah. You don't want to
So
die.
that speaks to the reality. So that's on its point. I explained that to you about Nephew Shaheed, right? Yeah.
And it's sad because a lot of these, I don't even want to say artists, residents, young people, they don't even expect to have a lifespan. Like you see them posting their pictures up and saying, I made it to 22. Phew. You know what I mean? So it's like they don't even, I never expected to be here. That's what they say. That's real. Like, or they made it to 18 of 8, you know, like they don't expect it. And it's really, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. We have to change this, you know. I've seen more and more artists coming out trying to, you know, change the narrative on the things that we say and what we portray to the children. And we just need more to catch on. This is a plea. Please, y'all, make some better music.
Right.
Make some better music. And that possibly could fulfill your dreams.
When they can demonstrate that their talents go beyond blunts, drunks, and whores,
Yes, thank you.
and guns. Once they can prove
Yes.
that, when they can show and prove that it ain't that every song got to be repetition of how fast you can kill one another in order just to degrade yourself and others. That's not talent.
It's not talent.
I can
Not
write
at
you
all.
one line if you just want to keep repeating it, and you know.
Yeah.
Where you gonna take me?
Right.
What song? Where you gonna take me on your next song? Is what
Right.
I wanna know.
Right. Because it seems like it's
And
been
I'm
being
not.
redundant.
I don't want to sound like I downbeat people who do gangster music. But guess what? There's a time and a place for everything in this society. However, there's got to be diversity in your music. It
That's
just
right.
can't speak to that. Well, it shouldn't. It can, because if you're one track, you can continue to say the same thing. But if you say you trying to enlighten others as to who you are, then show us what other sides that exist within you.
That's right, because your music makes you, if you're an artist, people, you know, the fans know you through your music.
Right.
We went through that on Tuesday. As we go through it, you know, a lot, you know, that's your brand, you know, like, I'm like, you know, that's what I think of you. All this music and stuff that I'm hearing from you, CHRISTAWN, is exactly what I think of you.
Right.
Okay? Now, if you walk out here and something else or something else, then that's something else. You know what I mean? But
Yes.
that's what I think of you.
Right.
Through this here music and this here talk that we had. So whatever you, that is what, it's what you're putting out to me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm taking in. And that's what happens, you know, when the music is put out. That's what the world is taking in.
That's the stuff that's being received.
Yeah.
You know, it's being received by people I never thought would receive it. You know, it's just like never thought I would with Jay Kiss, never thought I would with Buster. You know, it's just like
It's your contribution.
Yeah,
You have to.
yeah.
You know what I
And
mean?
I'm glad that they see, because the pioneers got it. They have to have their voice out too, saying that they represent it, they behind it, and that'll cause the younger guys to look. You know, the younger guys will look up. They still look up to those guys like us, and you know, those guys. They on a wild track right now. They wilding. You know,
Gotta
they
phase
really
it out.
wilding. But I mean, they still look up to them, and they respect them.
Right.
So if they hear something like that and they see the movement getting bigger and bigger and bigger, they'll come. They'll follow.
Yeah, but now see, these pioneers, they graduated to doing things and making citizens, you know, and helping the world, giving back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't have the power, you know, you only had the power to do it through your music and maybe a couple platforms that we might do, you know, like food drives and such things like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? With the money that they made with that gangster rap, a lot of them is doing giving back. Look at Jay-Z.
Yes, one of my favorite favorite, and I think a lot of all-time favorite gangster rappers was Brad Jordan, Scarface. But did you see how even him at his stance, at his stage of revelation is like, you know, the man ill. You know what I mean? He right when he realized how serious his illness was, you know, the kidney situation, that he also realized that, you know, God pulled you to a place. Now it's time for you to speak up on where you stand now, because we all live cycles of life. And then this cycle, like he said, you know, he got past that. He don't even do that. The gangster rap.
Right.
He got out of that. You know? He went back to his roots with the Christianity and other things too. You feel me? Because he spoke to the time and the people he needed to speak to at the time he was speaking. He spoke in volume of it, and he was one of the best at doing it. But we all get that day of that revelation, that point of awakening, and everything swings full circle. What I'm saying, we done been through, you know, the other. Like we done had, I guess, right now for about 20, 25 years of gangster rap. It's time that we move back into what rap is really all about.
It's really time for that.
It wasn't supposed to be that.
Nah, we thought it should have been a phase.
But the higher ups didn't think that. The higher up didn't think that, because you can move more alcohol, more drugs, more guns, more suicide, more murder. You can move, you can fill up more penitentiaries with the negative stuff.
Yes.
You know, I mean, you can cause more separation in the community.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the music. Let's go back to the music of the great ones. You know what I mean? The KRS-Ones and all. Let's bring that. We don't got to emulate, but let's just demonstrate on what they was trying to bring forth through this genre, and that is unity for us.
We got to break through, y'all. We got to break through.
Dude,
they don't want us to.
Did it that made rap change?
Well, if y'all want to know the history of the break of rap came with NWA.
Yeah, NWA.
Because Ghetto Boys and them was splitting at the same time, but you know, but it wasn't until NWA and Dr. Dre and them hit the scene, right, when they made it more, more fashionable to talk about destructive things and killing one another. But it started off with the police.
Right.
See, people thought that was going to be on that one, but in the midst of that, it was how many times they can kill one another. And so that's what the higher ups chose. Say, listen, we got to get out of that stop the violent self-destruction that was being spit at the time and move them into that, because we need them to be self-destructive. Because the conscious message and the conscious mind calls for conscious actions.
Right. And they kept tired of being beaten on.
And I remember the era in which all that the gangster rap became hit. Right. It became hit during the Rodney King and all that other stuff. They was getting that off.
Self-destruction.
So politically,
he was the fucking
politically
cat caught in the back against the wall, and it was like, right,
oh, now I gotta fight back. And now the system figured that we gotta take what they had going. That was, remember, the music wasn't even being rewarded economically like it was just being embraced culturally. Nobody was no millionaires. The greatest millionaire at that time off rap music was a person by the name of Sir Mix-a-Lot. Washington State. Yeah. Not no New Yorker. Washington State.
Let them know.
You feel me? However, when the higher ups got control of the music, they said, here's how we can make them change from the positive to the negative. Okay. We'll pay more for the negative than we will for the positive. Because the KRS-Ones of them had to phase out. They had the continuous following, but they had mass following no more. Because people go where the money go.
Exactly. It's marketing.
And they broke them up.
They broke them up.
They broke them just like in the prison system.
What is the tool? What is the tool that the higher ups always use to separate the masses? Divide and conquer. Right. They divide us in our music and in our culture, and they conquered us. And they've been conquering us for a period under our own culture. That which they did not want, now they want control over.
Right. That's just like with the prisons. Once they rioted up, what's the name? The people ran down on them and broke all the rebels up.
Right.
All of the righteous people broke them all up and sent them
different places.
You know, the jail that they go through after the fort. I mean, before the fort.
Oh, people who's keeping the peace and all that stuff.
You know, the riots. You know what I'm saying? It just can't come to me right now. But bam,
They send that. They send that.
and they broke everybody
They
up.
signed. They signed. Brother. You from Philly?
Yeah.
Okay. They
Yeah.
signed. They saw Brother Amin and all of them to different spots because they were influential amongst not only in the system but the youth coming in. So they say we can't have men like this around these particular individuals because though he's not going home one day, a lot of them him. And a man of influence can live on through you.
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't want these men to have the influence to have us come back to these streets and do something positive because they'll be free. You know what I just said?
Yeah.
Once the person who enlightened you to your freedom and you advocate for freedom, you will win his freedom.
Right, facts.
So they split them up.
That's what broke everything down.
And then they go in and again, like they do on the streets, they do in the jailhouses. They push more homosexuals in there, push more drugs in there, and they push more racist cops.
Right. Because for one time they ran to jail and they got stuff done.
And the
Everything
brothers
was
ran
equal.
to jail. They say get them
and they
out of
got
there.
stuff. And it was like, now it's like, you know what I mean? They took back over, and you know what I mean? So that's that divide and conquer, and they're doing it now in music. That's what NWA, I guess you said, did with music.
They did what they had to do. They brought knowledge.
They brought
the knowledge. It wasn't NWA. I'm not criticizing what NWA did at the time because they done what they had to do.
It was around that time.
But what I'm saying is this: the people in corporate America industry or the music industry shows that if we can reward them to talk and do negative things in music, as opposed to paying those guys who got positive things to say, then because we know how much influence this music has on people, I didn't say this people, but on people, but we definitely talk about these people.
Yeah.
Because at the time of the onset of rap, right, we was making a lot of positive strides. It wasn't music has a dual effect, especially with a good beat and everything, right? The lyrics will get through to you through the beats, either way, whether it's negative or positive. It's the music that's drowning you, the beats and the music. Go a cappella, nobody will hardly listen. You put that catch to it, that's going to get them listen. So he said, give them good beats, but give them self-destructive thoughts.
Right.
And that's what they've been riding for the last 25
That's
years.
crazy.
Don't hit that button ever.
That's true. That's exactly.
Yo, that's
Why Common and them? Why guys like Common?
And
they not super millionaires in the industry because the message they was pushing was not beneficial to the powers that be.
But then that goes to say, well, why the locks didn't ever pop off like they were supposed to? Why they wasn't millionaires?
But listen.
And they
Was
was
they
with the streets.
LOX was not when they who LOX was Puffy?
Yeah, Puffy, yeah.
Okay.
So that's why
Enough said. Yeah, enough said right there. Yeah, that's right. You already know that.
But that's crazy though. That narrative is the realest one.
Yeah.
And people gotta dig up on it. You know what I'm saying?
They don't take,
For as long as we
you know
have
what I
young
mean?
brothers like yo that's willing to be true to the game and be true to yourself, then you're being true to your culture because you're being true to your nation.
Right. All right, so like I got this drink right here. I made in prison, right? It's it's called a manipulated system.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? I wrote a book on it, and it's real dope. But I haven't published it yet, but because I was gonna, wait until I was done.
You plan on self-publishing?
I'm going to start it soon because I just got off parole. I said when I get off parole, I was going to do it. So I just got off March 11th. So I'm trying to get all my ducats in a row, and just so I could get in that state of mind, so I could get back to finishing it up and put it out there. But this is called Manipulated System, and I talk about that things, and I broke it down in a rap form, and still kept it jazzy at the same time, but let them know, you know what I mean, what it was.
Let's see.
Then with your mind,
We're coming home, stepping over new stepping stones to a better home. We're looking forward, shit, I see the throne. I'm in the zone, deep concentration, consent the game deflating. Better to give it new life, roll the dice, you relating. No striking out in the ninth inning, that's my opinion. Bigger and better things I need that surely convincing. I'm tired of bullets flying, running from cops, hopping fences. And the government got a nerve to ask why we defensive. Protests and riots, standing up for our freedom. You dig it? Ball your fists and raise it to the sky for what you believe in. We on the brink, on the edge, ready to jump and leap. Because we running the civil war, we want in peace. Thinking clear with aim, ready for dire change. Always getting the short stick, taking all the blame. That's what my people go through, always did, and they had. Back to the drawing board, create a monster in the lab. With my people, my righteous people that's fighting back. Taking matters to their own hands to avoid a trap. Government ostracize certain races, made an occupation. A nation crammed with dominance is the law of nature. With my people, my righteous people that's fighting back. Taking matters to their own hands to avoid a trap. Government ostracize certain races, made an occupation. A nation crammed with dominance is the law of nature. If looks get killed, probably strike a deal. Before I have to hit him, take a mill. Kill a nigga all for nothing, like Ian Till. Feeding for money and marijuana and prima donnas. With a crazy lick on life, added dog persona. That come from drugs, alcohol, and street drama. Government pushing to the point I want to cause terror. That's what they calling it now. I call it being rebellious. Cops killing my black lives like it don't matter. Leaving families heartbroken like glass to shatter. Claim to be scared when they supposed to be trained for this matter. This just a modern religion, sir, it's a cold disaster. Let's get them marching and changing laws to break the cycle. Hating us for so fucking long, it might come back to bite you. What you think gonna happen when you trap me in the corner? They gonna get to fighting and striking back without no warning. With my people, my righteous people that's fighting back. Taking matters to their own hands to avoid a trap. Government ostracize certain races, made an occupation. A nation crammed with dominance is the law of nature. With my people, my righteous people that's fighting back. Taking matters to their own hands to avoid a trap. Government ostracize certain races, made an occupation. A nation crammed with dominance is the law of nature. I don't blame y'all, I blame the government for setting the trap and leaving us there to die. They say they helping the helpless, no helping at all. Crime on the streets is still crime. More broken families and financial hardship. It should be a tax write-off for family members in jail. So they could get a cut up that 30,000 y'all make a year. I'm so sincere. And for the record, y'all started this war, you can't win it. You should have had a big joint, and maybe you did. Covered the stench, blinded our eyes, and fucked us with the crack in the 80s. I heard you buying by the ton, distribute it out by the straw man with a fake name and fake claims. Y'all niggas lame. We bout money and business to make deals. We feed our families and families look to us, depend on us. We see the light, but you make it dim for us. You see the trials and the tribulations that you put people through. Back against the walls. Snitches and money and bills. Y'all built this empire that wouldn't fall, only to fall on the ghetto and employ the system, forever having jobs, all lawful sentences handed down like it's called tickets. Now this shit crazy vivid, and our babies living. What the fuck is going on? I'm about to change the gimmick. With my people, my righteous people that's fighting back. Taking matters to their own hands to avoid a trap. Government ostracize certain races, made an occupation. A nation crammed with dominance is the law of nature. With my people, my righteous people that's fighting back. Taking matters to their own hands to avoid a trap. Government ostracize certain races, made an occupation. A nation crammed with dominance is the law of nature.
Yo, I love that hook. You got
So that joint right there, I put that together. That was my book, and I had to, you know how you gotta take your book and just break it down into a rap form.
Oh yeah.
So I took my book and broke it down into a rap form, and how I could do that in 3 verses. It's crazy. So
that's coming out straight out the book, the title and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that John.
That's booking though right there.
Yeah.
And whoever made that, put that up, that beat.
Oh, that's the game, 50 bars.
Oh yeah, he bought that, right?
Yeah.
I'm saying that beat that they put, that you chose that to go with.
Yeah, somebody was just like,
that wasn't like Phil.
Yeah, they were just like, yo, go with this joint. I was like,
that's a good one.
I was like, wow. I was like, all right. Cool.
I don't think it's ones you could have put that better.
Right. That's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought. You feel what I'm saying? So I was like, man, I should have shopped it, to get him on the remix. But I'm like, I wasn't even in pocket with nobody. So that type of stuff don't happen, but you know what I'm saying, for me. But I'm trying to, you know, get into that field where you feel what I'm saying, that can happen, because I got one joint out on all platforms. People don't get to hear my music because I'm trying to keep it in the tuck, so just in case I can get somebody to buy it, or you feel what I'm saying, or you know what I mean.
The book of the money. The book of the money.
The book of the raps. Book and the raps. Either one.
The book of raps.
Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like that's just where it's at. You feel what I'm saying? And I had a lot of time, you feel what I'm saying, to think and, you know what I'm saying, find myself, you know, when I was in prison. So that's why when I hear somebody that brings me back to that, because I ain't heard that in 3 years. You feel what I'm saying? Even when I talk on the phone with my man, you know what I'm saying, that got life. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kaj, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you know, that got life for murder. He ain't even commit. Right. You know what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? Homie, you know, just told on him because he knew it could. He ain't want to go to jail by himself.
Yeah, that's another.
So, you know, it's crazy out here. You know what I'm saying? But I take people's, you know what I'm saying, I walk around the track with life is on how to win. Take somebody else's mistakes, turn it to a gem.
Turn to a gem.
Think before you react. You ain't tough with these racks. Death coming 3x. So watch where you be at. Keep a big beep on the head. Old school creep you on some shit. Push the top back and leap you in the whip. So when I talk, I'm trying to talk to people and let them understand. You feel what I'm saying? This is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? Like, watch yourself.
Pick the picture for them.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to say this for somebody, but I'm trying to, you know, also get out there, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been away for 5 and a half. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, make yourself forward. You know what I mean? So,
I don't believe nothing happens by accident.
Yeah,
No, it's never by accident.
No, we don't believe
no
it.
coincidence.
We don't believe coincidence. Happenstance, nothing.
Yeah. So now I got somebody in my corner that's like, Papers, get your book and do it. And I'm gonna get behind. I'm push you. I'm gonna push you to do it. She said she gonna help me get it published. Right. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? That's dope. You know what I mean? But I'm like, I still need somebody to help me with the music. She like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, she's just with the book, but it's like that's dope because we could get it across in writing, and then we could get it across
in lyrics.
And lyrics.
That's right.
You feel what I'm saying? And then, you know what I mean? And people would get it. Like, I wrote a children's book. Like,
oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? I did it for my daughter. I knew she was missing me. I knew that she didn't have me. So, you know, I sat in the dark, you know what I'm saying? And wrote and did this book. In the dark at night because they ain't had no lights.
Right, you know how it goes.
I just believe
it's two thoughts, fine, right?
You know what I'm saying?
The best ideas come in the dark and when you're on that phone. In that room by yourself. And I done a lot. I've done a lot of time in isolation. And I prefer isolation.
Right.
Because you can do one on yourself. And you master yourself.
That's too much.
You gotta worry about others. You know what I mean? Because you already you done deputized everything in your life. What you accept, what you go for, what you won't go for, what you ain't gonna do, you're gonna do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And you just move in that spirit. The first thing I learned is to respect all those in my presence and those in authority over me and those in authority amongst me, for as long as it don't infringe on me.
Well, yeah.
Facts. I had that perception where though it's in my records like, Darius, he doesn't care about no authority. Ever since I was a kid, it was like my psychiatric report. He don't care about nothing. Da, 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 da. That's why they used to do the little crazy stuff to me at the places. But
majority of what they say about me.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, you put a person through that. What do you expect? You feel what I'm saying? So
I'm supposed to keep letting you do it.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
At some point I'm gonna stop saying, I'm not gonna let you do to me what I want you to do to them.
Right. Facts. Right. You know what I'm saying? So
and they say, they got a problem with authority. No, I got a problem with abuse of your authority.
Mm-hmm. Thanks. So y'all see this world, we dropping jewels, knowledge on y'all, letting y'all know what it's hitting for. You feel what I'm saying? We ain't young and dumb. No, we old heads on the low. Y'all don't even dig. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, because I don't black, don't crack me. I'm old heads. I rough you up. But you know what I'm saying? You need to get it. You need to get what we saying to y'all. You feel what I'm saying? So that, you know, you can move a little bit different. You can move like a soldier instead of like a sucker. Like a sucker.
For you,
like you know what I'm saying? Like a sucker.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of suckers.
You know what I mean? Nigga be on some sucker duck shit. You know what I'm saying?
Sucker
Like,
snake moves.
Yeah,
you
nigga,
know
a
what
lot
I
of
mean?
shady moves.
It don't work that way.
right,
All right?
right.
You're not bringing it.
Nah.
You know?
Yeah,
We at
man.
WCMD.
If you
we bringing
if
it.
you play fair and you play straight, you'll always see the snake. And I never seen a snake in my life that moves straight.
Mm.
He got a slither, so he gonna leave his impression on your path. Oh, that's how you pay attention.
No. Always. Always.
Damn!
Just play straight.
Hey guys, I thought your jewels was crazy,
That
guys.
comes with age.
Keep it straight. You feel me?
Sal just dropped the Joel on you. That Joel was crazy. He put it to me like, yeah.
Just keep it straight.
You know what I'm saying?
You stay straight. You'll see all the snakes.
Yeah. That's just like when my first time I actually read The Straw Man, right? So, and I sat back in the cell. My man was like, "No, man, he's right here. We go to Old for a minute for this joint." So I was like, "Yeah, God." I said, "Well, why do you want me to read?" He's like, "He's your smoke. I want you to get it."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
The straw man.
yeah, gave it to me. I sat down. So I tried to just read it because I'm
Now you
big.
can't
I'm
gotta
like,
study
no,
it.
boom, no, check this out. This is what I did. I read it. I got to page 9 and felt dumb. I'm like, well, this shit ain't making no sense. Boom, my light bulb clicked. Oh, what is you doing? Dickhead. Boom. Started over. Boom. You know what you gotta do.
Each chapter.
Each once that reference show you another reference, you go to that reference, you go to that joint and joint until it stopped. And until it circle. Then you go back and then you learn the next thing. That hit that, hit another joint until you go back. Then you connect it. It's like, whoa, that vast of much of like information just be like, whew. And you be like, yo, that's crazy. I ain't even peeped. Like now I understand the book. And it's not, no, you got to get certain things because the whole book not going to work for you. It's certain parts in the book that can work for you. That's for you. And you create that circle that come full circle because it show you how to read it. Full circle. Bam. Then go back, go to the next thing. So once you learn what you did, take out what you apply, take the next thing, start something else, then take what you applied to that, apply it to that. Boom, now you conglomerate that together, boom, and now you got a big ball, some shit going on, and you like, oh shit, now I'm on some shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so it come together, and I open up my pineal gland, because I'm like, damn, like, wow. He like, yeah, see what I'm saying? Boom, the guard comes in. All right, boom. You know what I mean? But it's real. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to get this type of, when you in there in that type of environment and you in there, you get to study, man. That's why I took it as just a 4-year college instead of just saying, oh, no, a 60 college instead of saying, oh, no, I'm just going to go ahead and thug it out with these niggas. No.
He told the other boy when he checked in, he checked out.
That's right. When you check in, you check out.
Yeah.
Because I was taught this. I went to prison when I was young, 17 years old, was 16 after 20. And I learned this. If you don't stand now, like my father always say, a man died once, a coward dies 1,000 deaths. Stand 10 toes down no matter what you're faced with. I learned that, and this the real about it. I've never been a yard, I've never been a boy town on no spot, right? That's what we have over in Jersey. But at the time, I was 17 years old, I turned 18 years old, right? And I landed in Rahway State Prison. And at the time when I landed in Rahway State Prison, Rahway used to stay on television. Right there, because you can do professional anything there, but it was a notorious rape jail because they can move everywhere. Guys moving, not informants. I mean, the jail stay open so wide open. It was the most publicized jail in the United States of America. So the jail was so wide open that I could come from one side of the jail, do something to you, and go back across that tender and go back on the other side, and the cop ain't gonna say nothing. So I say that to say, when you spend a lot of time young behind bars, like you said, you must take it as a learning experience. Because I was taught this: you got college, your learning institution, you got your military or whatever they say, right? And then you got your school of hard knocks at the penitentiaries. But they're all the same. They're all the same. You can get books or certain books that you want to get, certain lessons right there. You're gonna get it. But that penitentiary is gonna be more worse. The only one I think will be worse than that is that military, because you know they frontline soldier.
Yeah, that's
That penitentiary frontline soldier.
Frontline soldier, right?
Blind.
Prepared at all times.
Right, and meaning that if If they got a most deadly area, they're gonna put something in.
And see, y'all
We
came up
going.
during Gladiator time. I caught the tail end in like 2001. And when I got up in that joint, it was from the gun bust. Nigga try to take the phone. We all
right.
I'm fighting bulls. Yeah, you niggas stain yourself. You ain't coming out.
Right.
Nigga.
Right.
No, I'm gonna kill that nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, it was crazy. And I was like, whoa. So when I got out of that, man, I came back, like, everybody was like, damn. Like, I'm like, man, that shit ain't a joke. It humbled me a little bit, but I still went hard on the street.
Right, but it humbled you.
Yeah. So then when I caught the stretch later on, it was like, all right, this nothing, because these young boys up here, you know what I'm saying, treat a nigga, you good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't really got to go through nothing, them new jails and all that. You know what I mean? But I'm like, y'all niggas don't know how that shit was back in the day. That shit was bomb. That shit was real.
See, the isolation joint.
Even though we see joints that go on, don't get it done. They chasing niggas around the joint, you know what I'm saying, 50 times in the head, blood squirting everywhere. Right. You seeing it, but it wasn't Gladiator School.
Like it ain't going on a regular.
That was different on a regular. Like
every day.
Every day, every 5.
And I speak on because people understand that you didn't go. You didn't go like you got to the modern time. You didn't go like now when you heard a prisoner, you heard a guard, anything, you get a street charge. But before, wasn't that? You go to ASA 5, 6 years, 10 years, whatever, but that's it.
Yeah.
But if I'm doing 20 years, what matter where you put me at for 10 years? You're not letting me go home because you're gonna put me over there.
Right.
And my old head there, Allah have mercy on his soul, Tariq Darby taught me that. He said, the moment that they took you off the street, the only way you're gonna get back to the street is to take their authority from them.
Right.
And everything they did in jail when I came up was to keep you realizing that they got authority over you. So because the mind can never be in prison unless you imprison it, I used to take their authority by doing things like he taught me. If the police say or do something that I disapproved of or I thought was not in my best interest, I would say, take me to the hole right now.
Wow.
See, his authority just been stripped. Other than coming in that cell and killing me, he has no authority over me. Because I'm letting him know there's no charge you can write up. There's nothing you can do that's going to make me submit to your authority. I'm going straight where y'all think other people don't want to be, and I'm going to be there as long as I got to be there till the sentence is up. They don't want that. So they don't want to talk to you. Step out the line and tell you to say. So I was a young man that came up with that. So I had less experiences than a lot of the other young guys got. Because I came in, imagine me coming to visit my brother who was in jail for murder. And I see a guy with a concession stand. It's CHRISTAWN. You know, I don't know one day, man. Who boy like yo, man? That's my man. All right, listen, I talked to you. I said, I ain't never coming here. 6 months later, I was there. 6 months.
Damn.
And that same guy that was going on concession stand is who became my road dog. Not my brother. My brother was there for murder. But it was the other guy that became my road dog. Okay. You feel me? Right. And my brother would be like, "Wow." I said, "Because I'm not going to hang up on you. I'm not going to make it. See, in prison, you got to do different things.
Yeah, you do.
I'm not going to let nobody think that I'm in here hiding under my brother.
Right.
I'm my own man. And then at night, when he go to 3-wing, I go to 4-wing, I don't lock with him. He can't protect me.
Right.
You feel me? I did that deliberately. The way you would think that. Yeah. So your lessons was learned. Your lessons you learned well, because guess what? Bing, you right here with us.
Yeah.
You ain't twisted inside out. You didn't see the ones get twisted outside of medication and everything else.
Yeah.
They're victims of everything in here. There's only 2 types of people I tell people. There's only 2 types of people in jail: strong and weak. Anybody in between is confused.
Medication since he told me.
Yes,
the Supreme Court in the Supreme Court of the United States in 19, I will make up that right, 89 or 90, 89 or 88, they made a ruling that if you're in jail for violent crimes and you're a violent offender and you start doing violent stuff in jail, they can force medication on you. Before they couldn't. They can say, he need meds, put him on meds. And I ain't taking that. And they just lock you up. You don't take it. But the Supreme Court said, no, you can for Nelson him, for Bungham, and give it to him. And you've seen that many times. Like, go past the cell, they got a joke in their strap, but shackles, handcuffs, everything, and they forcing meds on.
Yeah. And the next day,
that's what stopped me from
happening
being violent.
Then dude came in fly. He was the flyest nigga there.
Mm-hmm.
Lord, yo, this boy was fly, man. Lord, listen, and his Browns. Ooh, man. After he got him with them drugs, man, boy couldn't even walk through the steps. He
Lord.
And
trying to get the child.
Only
like,
time he gonna walk
crazy,
straight
like,
is when they say control meds out, and then he starts stepping like a soldier.
yeah.
But once he come away from there, he's like his body is totally belongs to them.
Crazy. You be like, damn.
Now
like,
before we used to say we can resurrect each other from that because we can get you and be like, yo, stop taking that meds. When they call meds out, you ain't going. But see, they stop it. If you don't come get it, when they separate you from us, they come to your cell, locking you up, throwing you in a hole and giving it to you.
Yep.
They're not gonna let us get you off it.
Right. Yeah.
You feel me?
yeah.
That's when I stopped being violent in prison. I stopped being violent when they came with that.
Not taking your meds.
It's like, yo, man,
You had to tell
that's horrible.
I stopped being violent when they came with that rule.
Yeah,
Oh,
because they
okay.
would give it to you. They make
Because I was in there for violence.
And then make
And I wasn't
okay.
beefing with no other
So you was
other
like-
inmate. I'm always kicking at it with the cop and all that.
Yeah.
right.
So I know they waiting to get me.
Right.
So I was smart enough to say, nah, I gotta switch my picture.
Yeah.
I switch it up. I say that to anybody. Say like, if you don't have to go into those environments, stay out there.
Right.
Even if you mean have to, you mess with my people, my family, all that, I gotta go. But if you don't got to, stay out of there. That ain't for us.
That's what
Do the history of America. Before emancipation, so-called emancipation, we ain't make up no prison population.
No.
There wasn't a black person in the United States of America in the prison system before emancipation. Why would you be in a prison when they can just come get you and take you out back and hang you on a tree? They ain't gotta feed you no nothing, just get you, put you down.
Right.
There was only one prison in the United States of America. It's called the United States Penitentiary. It's in Philadelphia. You ain't right?
Eastern State.
Yeah, Eastern State Penitentiary. That was the first penitentiary in the United States.
Eastern
That
State.
was listen. Al Capone, all them had to come to had to come to Louisburg and all that kind of stuff. They had no prisons. America was not a prison colony. Why is it a penal colony now?
It's the money.
Huh? I'm gonna tell you what it is. Cotton, right? Cotton was industry when they had slavery. What other product was the industry when they had slavery? And I'm gonna tell you, and those two industries run synonymous. And the billions and billions of dollars, of course we know cotton is one of the biggest billionaire industries, right? Yeah. Now I'm gonna give you the other one that ran with it. They didn't only have us picking cotton, they had us picking tobacco.
Yeah.
Tobacco is a crop that was being that the Indians smoked weed. The European introducing to what they call the tobacco. He called it the strong smoke. They introduced them to liquor. They call it firewater. The Indian ain't drink that kind of stuff. It's like firewater. He smoked the peace pipe. He smoked that weed with you for ways.
Yeah.
He gave them tobacco. What is the biggest industry in America next to cotton? Tobacco. Then the next one is liquor.
All right.
Yeah.
Why do you think the tobacco company
black
paid
man.
hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars? They still don't care.
And check it out.
Right in our
They use the
communities.
cotton inside the motherfucker. Inside the black
Yes.
nigga next to the black tobacco.
Bro,
It's the brown tobacco, the brown man. So you got the white cotton
Did you know,
next to the brown man forever.
You know
inside of a
tobacco.
fucking cigarette.
Look up tobacco.
Damn, see how quick you can catch that shit?
Look up tobacco. Tobacco. Well, if you want to speak about the cigarette, period, Dr. Francis Cress Wilson told you what the cigarette is. It's a phallic symbol with the brown nut in it, and the white man is sucking on it. He's like sucking on things.
He just figured it out all by himself.
The biggest thing he like to suck on is you and me. That's why the cigar is the biggest, and it's brown.
Did not just say I figured it out.
Now, you ain't super rich unless you got that big old symbolic phallic hanging out your lips.
Yeah.
Whether you smoke it or not.
Right.
I ain't never seen Jay-Z and nobody smoke cigar, but now he's still the billionaire, but he got a big old phallic symbol hanging out his mouth. That's a status symbol. That's a status symbol I don't want ever. Because the white man made that as a symbol of him eating your penis. And that's what that is. So when you see that and you see a black man subscribe to that, he done just subscribed to that same fake sense of the desire that they have.
Well, what if he didn't know that?
He know it because guess what? you ain't being a billionaire, not like that in this country. You ain't touch some of the books I just told you.
No,
That's
yeah,
right.
You right. There you go.
Yeah.
So those
And he
niggas
started from
slick
the
as
ground. He
new.
ain't start up.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if a person was born with that silver spoon in mouth, I might give you that.
Mm-hmm.
Because your life is not a suffering life, so you never have to worry about that. But those who came from Marcy Projects had to remember that. And the books came through the Marcy Projects too.
Them books was all in Marcy Project.
Hey, you know. But your people saying now, his own people saying, he's a sellout now. Can't cross back. That happened to Fabulous. You know what happened to Fabulous?
Yeah.
He went back the way they snatched him out the car. Oh, they did rob him, didn't they? Right there, back where you from. Why? Because he doing something like right. Yes, they doing
You heard
something.
about that? Fabulous.
Nah.
They snatched him up at the red light. I was joining. I tell I follow that. I follow activity.
I didn't even hear it.
It's a lot
I
going
wasn't
on.
paying attention.
Damn. So the world knows. The
trying to
world
cut
knows
down
what's
on
going
paying
on,
attention
what's
as much,
happening, you know what I'm saying, behind the scenes. And, you know, you got to be aware, you feel what I'm saying? Don't slip into the traps of those that may want to use you as a pawn, as a sucker, you know, as a
tool in their game.
demise. You feel what I'm saying? So they could, you know, so they could keep moving and they use you as a stepping stone and keep on pushing. You feel what I'm saying? Steal your energy. Steal your shine, take it, you know what I'm saying, make it theirs, you know what I mean, keep on going. That's what they do. They aid for destruction. So, you know, keep it together out there, people. Keep it together, man. We got some, we got Sal dropping knowledge. We got CHRISTAWN writing knowledge, you feel what I'm saying, and staying humble as they do. You feel what I'm saying? With that much inside of they hear. I mean, it's only a mustard seed, but it's always more to know.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? We only know a mustard seed, but it's always more to learn. You feel what I'm saying? So go get it. It's vast, just like the ocean.
Right.
So we got another one from.
Okay.
Can we hear the Have Mercy?
Yes, that's it.
Have
Who
Mercy.
cut it off?
My phone been down.
Oh, you want to cut it off for that?
Yeah, we got that.
Is it on YouTube?
Yes, it's on you.
All right.
Yes, on
Give me a
YouTube.
sec. I get it.
Yeah.
You don't have to cut your phone off. I'm gonna get it for you.
And you know Brother Amin passed, right?
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Wow. I had one of the other lifers passed away when they came home. Salahuddin.
Which one?
He was a Monohord. You know what I'm
Big,
saying?
tall, like Black Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
Right
in
here, right?
Lewisburg with me.
So
Is that the
Salahuddin
same one
finally
we
went
played?
home.
That's
He
the
called
video.
COVID,
You want to play?
passed away.
Is this it? The video?
Yes, the video.
He was
That's the
up-
video.
Right here?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the video. Yeah.
I was playing that when you came in, you know.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean?
Let's get it.
I was talking to Mr. Joe. He told me that
You know when you're
Ronnie
ready.
Dawson supposed to be getting home soon.
Right.
I talked to him and Big Homie told me that. They probably come
My
on.
celly about to come home because 2 people, cops on his case,
Got caught up in stuff.
got indicted. They was
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
it was on Dateline.
yeah.
Couple,
Have mercy.
And they got, I forgot, I seen that, but they talk about how many kids they got to go back and,
Yep.
and free people. And
In Philly,
and it was major on his,
Yep.
what he done to them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that shit was crazy, man. So he about to get all. He just got to get the Lord. We go
Yeah,
the Lord, put everything in
Lord,
position.
just put it in.
And then my uncle is up there right now. Phillips, my uncle, he doing this thing and he's a jail lawyer.
Right,
Sherman Phillips
Sherman Phillips.
of Monohor. He the jail
Jailhouse
lawyer.
lawyer, yeah.
He getting people off. He got Salahuddin on.
Right.
He got-
I
he
know
about-
they do. I know they
He
do.
moving and he got the people on his case because he was set up through the thing.
Mhm. Right.
So they had to get rid of him in order for the shine
Yeah.
because my uncle Roman was the
Yeah,
one who
did it.
had everything
Everything
and
on
he
there.
had to come to him and he told him, like, no, you ain't doing that, and then got rid of him so he could come back,
And make
boom, kill him, knock him out the way so he could do his thing, and that was
his way.
yeah.
I don't even speak on that because my man was one of the co-founders, and me and him was locked up together. And then I told him, I said, I used to be with Fly and them, And I told him, I said, man, they gonna kill you. You feel me? And make a long story short, that's why
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my pop was G Fly.
Yeah.
Gorgeous George. They made Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Now Beanie got it.
Yeah.
Charlie Mack, best friend. Yeah, that's
yeah,
my pop, JBM.
Now we gonna get into this. Have mercy. So tell a little bit about that before we play it or anything, or just let it rock.
Have Mercy is it was a track that I put out. It was kind of like a prayer.
Mm-hmm.
You know that just hoping that we show more mercy toward each other out here. Because I mean, one thing that you learn about in the streets is there ain't no mercy. You gotta transform. You have to transform all the way to somebody that you really don't want to be.
Fact.
And it's crazy.
Whether it's for the good or the bad.
Wow.
You never think this should have happened.
You never, man. Oh man.
Here we go. We're going into music talk.
Yeah. We gotta get some new candy.
Yo, guess you could say this a W for the hood. Where we can be at our lowest, still call it good. MacGyver plan came from nothing, I feel like Suge. Been real, how something so clear, so misunderstood. Cardi be slaking streets with no respect. Could make you standoffish and cautious of who you trust. My brother died, he was scheming to catch a lick. Then demons, they seen him slip. Sprayed him and cleaned him quick. They flicked my main switch, my brain click. Keep no dudes around me, set the cup of roll I came with. Read the news about us, we gon' stick it till the grave slip. And don't assume we not gonna hustle like we work relationship. It's for everybody we lost, man. Some of the teams still in the trenches. And every other day, I'm hearing R.I.P. Have mercy on me. Have mercy. Cause I'm falling. Have mercy on me. Cause I'm falling, yeah. Have mercy on me. Cause I'm falling. Lord, please have mercy. No, I could have died in these streets for under earth feet. Made them women cry to this day, they still curse me. They want me to fry, they call heart, got the worst beats. Why I'm so despised, earth is foul, stuck on killers wild. West up in the projects, so now, Lord, kill me down. Grandma got my blicky while she walking to the store. Smell the aroma of some gun smoke while stepping out the door. Back in the day, I end up with fucking Keith. Amazing how my friends be dying so young when reapers shed the tear, death to fear, nothing safe but God protect me, that's my prayer, cause I'm surrounded by some hate, try and race me out of here, you gotta see it, have mercy on me, cause I'm falling, yeah. Have mercy on me, cause I'm falling. Check, I came out the womb, all directions pointing doom. Set for death without refuse, to let y'all put me in a tomb. Rose from the cracks of concrete, from off the streets of gloom. Homicide, they stop heartbeats, in the choir singing tunes. Preacher man, they say, show love, but all I see is wolves. Showing teeth, serving dope fiends and back alleys, they gone, laughs is gone. Every day, God give me breath to carry on. Got some pain, but yo, my heart too tough. Strong in the morning, please hold me, God. Have mercy on me, cause I'm falling.
Yeah, that thing is hard. That thing is hard.
Yo, this your boy Bush Rhymes, the glamour within the building all day, every day. Pick up the CHRISTAWN, alright? Yeah. The song right here, we gon' get to the goal, we don't die. CHRISTAWN, man. CHRISTAWN, let's get to the bank. Let's go.
Cross the bridge from 2 and 5. Stick up suicides, mixed with lucid vibes. They tell you stay inside. Everybody know your name. The next is homicide. Cause these streets don't want nobody coming up if they ain't involved. And I got stars, bars trapped inside my mind. The rest of my thoughts took some losses, almost fell. So ain't got time to hit that pause. See hell when my brother took that L. When time to slide. Oh, God got me, that's my prayer. Until I'm there, right like a side. I took more than I can take. I'm about to break. I'm at red line. Oh, they smiling in my face. Yo, they fake this in their eyes. Now my mind's in outer space. While I think we want some size. Y'all can bring my broken ride. We multiply. We don't die. I took more than I can take. I'm about to break. I'm at red line. Oh, they smiling in my face. Yo, they fake this in their eyes. Now my mind's in outer space. While I think we want some size. Y'all can bring my broken ride. We multiply. We don't die. Came in this game, put on my cape. Seem like I'm late, but right on time. I'm a king with all your hate. Make y'all blind to see that signs. Ain't got loyalty to escape. Kid, you ain't the friend of mine. I got brothers who would die before this honor in the squad. I am lying. I am not one of your games you play online. I'm a lion, growing as kids while y'all shot ball. We play with nines. With the kids, yeah, we changed. Now my voice has you mesmerized. It's always done by design. Got y'all hooked and I ain't trying. I took more than I can take. I'm about to break. I'm at red line. Oh, they smiling in my face. Yo, they fake this in their eyes. Now my mind's in outer space. While I think who wants with size. Y'all can read my broken ride. We multiply. We don't die. I took more than I can take. I'm about to break. I'm at red line. Oh, they smiling in my face. Yo, they fake this in their eyes. Now my mind's in outer space. While I think who wants with size. Y'all can read my broken ride. We multiply. We don't die. We don't die.
I can see the kids singing that. I really can. I can hear the kids singing this. What y'all think?
Say it again.
Sound like Nas.
That's what my man be saying.
You sound like Nas and looking like KRS-One.
Yeah, like I'm like,
It definitely look like Chris.
I'm like,
Yeah, CHRISTAWN in the building. Titus Production LLC. We glad y'all came by.
And we appreciate y'all having us come out.
There's no problem to have y'all guys here. It was great. Y'all dropped some gems on us. We want to make sure that we stay in touch with y'all. Anything we could do, to build with y'all or, just keep us in the loop. We here. You know what I mean? When your album drop, let us know so we can help promote it. Let's do something.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
You might
And we
want
would
to
appreciate
have
that.
it signed up. Album signed, an album release.
Yeah.
Something, you know what I mean? But we want people to know that you don't have to be lewd and a gangster to do gangster rap.
Right.
I don't know what the definition of gangster rap is. I guess you got to talk about shooting and killing and hoes. Is that the definition?
That's
Well, then you can say it in another way. At least, you know what I mean? Tone it down. Tell how you used to do it, but
right.
I gotta make this music,
Find better
and I
words
gotta
for it.
find better words and tell how you rising from it. You know
Right.
what I mean? Because unless that's what you want your life to be, then that's understandable. Can't do nothing about that. Right. But we believe that our messages that come from the music can do a lot for the culture,
Right.
for the people, for the community, for the world. There's gun violence, women, children, men, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers is all losing their lives because of this. And we think it starts with the music because we can get a message across easier. You know what I mean? And it's a lot of us that have companies and things like that. For one, my company is open to anybody that wants to see progress. So whatever the idea is or whatever the goal is, we put it down and then we go forward to make it happen. I already have things that I'm doing for myself. You know what I mean? I'm here for you.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. That knowledge y'all just dropped on us is good, man.
I
Thank
just
you,
like
man.
to add on, right? I think it'd be to the right idea to say right now that when we come after we go do the album release in New York, the video shoot, we're gonna do part in New York and then we're gonna do part down here in Camden. We just want the people of Camden to come out and be supportive and show the world what we have to offer.
And y'all heard
And
it.
by supporting supporting the ones who come from where you come from, you're supporting yourself.
Right.
Because we plan on whatever success that comes, giving back to our community.
So you heard. That's the biggest thing that anybody can do. Give back to their community as they climb the ladder.
Right.
Right.
You know?
So we're gonna hit y'all with a banger because you know what it is, Paper Man back with a banger, man. You know what I'm saying? we gonna ride out with motherfucking MVP, baby. Yeah. You know what it is.
Thank you guys.
Thank you. God bless you.
Yeah, right across.
All right, I'm gonna check you there. And,
all right.
And thank y'all again for having us come out.
That was our guest, Titus Production LLC.com.
Right. And thank y'all again.
Thank you.
Bro.
Another one.
Yeah, hit it. We definitely gotta catch up, bro. I got it. We ain't over yet.
Beat the prognosis. I'm like 1,000 grams of that dope shit. Hit your vein split, going straight into your bloodstream. I could do thug then go mainstream. Turn into the hawk or veteran. Gangrene, aiming for the top slot, but I ain't playing hopscotch. It rhymes like a hot crotch. Niggas getting jammed for their livestock. Ran like a train going non-stop. Caught from behind in your blind spot. Damn, that's a pound box. Grab it out the air when the line drop. Beats they despair when I crunch tops. You should have been aware not to bust shots. I can hear a pin drop. You choke for the win when it's your shot. I squeeze in position on grid locks. I'm picking at the game lock, the padlock. I am just a have not, a have not. You can send a jab, watch the leg drop. Sweet shit music, then you dragged out the whole world. Look at how you passed out. Keep the party jumping, it's in their house. Cause a cute shorty with the ass out. Who want to get freaky, then lash out. Lyrics touching in a way to make her act out. Then later on, she want to to blow her back out. Made a pledge at the frat house. We'll be loyal to you, keep it juicy to the oil for you. Never argue with you or turn or the fish you. I always for you, no matter the circumstance. It's simple to stand. I go the farthest with you. Envy me, the MVP. I put my life on it, crush the MIC. Yeah, envy me, the MVP. I put my life on it, crush the MIC. Yeah, envy me, the MVP. I put my life on it, crush the MIC. Yeah, envy me, the MVP. I put my life on it, crush the MIC. Marvelous things, you see how you marvel the king that's never been crowned, the Godfather you bring. You see the 100,000 spark in the ring. I be the height you get off your spring. And the message that be filled with a zing. Bada boom, bada bang. I done seen a nigga take his pimp, now watch the ping. Then he heard that ring, lit up like a Christmas tune. He was in the groove like a picture move. All silence movies with a doobie. Feeling with a doobie. It must be the scrutiny. Under so much pressure, be the newbie. One of the greats to cover double XL with a kufi. Freshman year, made the honor roll from my monologue. Dressed in designer clothes. Peep how my teachers flow. Tupac, Rakim, and I. J2, how I slay food. Shouts out to Big Daddy Kane. Big and Big L. KRS-One. Wu-Tang. A slew of other names can name, but it will rack my brain. Envy me, the MVP. I put my life on it, crush the MIC. Yeah, envy me, the MVP. I put my life on it, crush the MIC. Envy me, the MVP. I put my life on it, crush the MIC. Yeah, envy me, the MVP. I put my life on it, crush the MIC. A poet at its best. Tell your main girl to lift a dress. Pop it in the alleyway after my set. She say the way I put it together is complex. Let the whole audience all press. And fuck me for my man for not that I'm a mess. My raps make them have sex. Pop they titties, shake their assets. The kid in play class act. She the vibe had to smash that. Wrote it like a 67 something class set. Drunker than crib playing bag at. My wicked rounds might just hype the night. Get me paid, shoot a flick the night. Get exquisite for the price is right. Lick a cute dyke tonight. Give a dick the night. License to fight. You might take an L if you fail. Nice trip. See you next fall. I'm in the winner cause I lost it all. Ain't trying to be the boss. Wanna be the leader of it all. Dusting my shoulders off. Straight out the rubble. How I lead it fall. Coming from nothing. Now I need the ball. Envy.
So
I like that, boy.
Yeah.
We'll get together, man.
Yeah.
Man.
So you see what it is, Paper Man back with a Banging Man said with Jenny Smanny on the Comfort Level Podcast with WCMD Media with my man CHRISTAWN. You feel what I'm saying? And my man Sal. You feel what I'm saying? Dropping knowledge on y'all. Y'all know what it is, man. Get with us next Tuesday, Thursday, 5 to 7. And make sure y'all get y'all tablets too. We got the free tablets on deck. We still got them giveaways and all that. Make sure y'all pay y'all $11 and sign up, and you can get your free tablet, man. This right here, this is for y'all, man. You know what I mean? This is what we do. Thanks a lot.
Promotions, productionsllc.com. Make sure you go there and check them out.
Yes.
A lot of opportunities popping off.
Yes. Absolutely. And we out.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we out. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.